Everybody, today we are going to read Animal Help Spread Seeds along with the teacher. We are on page 126. So you look at the pictures to explore how animals can help some plants spread their seeds. I hope you all remember that when we were in the class, we talked about burrs, it's a little seed that has hooks or teeth which sticks to animals' skin and that makes them move that to another place. Let's read about the first picture. Some plants have seeds covered in hooks and spines called burrs. These burrs hook onto an animal's fur. Over time, the burrs fall off. New plants may grow from the seeds. Let's look at this animal. Oh, it's a bird. Birds eat seeds and fruits that have seeds in them. They fly away with seeds in their beaks. Some seeds drop to the ground. New plants grow from the seeds. We all know that birds have beaks and they carry the food or the seeds in their beaks. What is that? A squirrel. A squirrel gather and hide acorns to eat later. Sometimes they do not come back for the acorns they have buried. Now trees can grow from these seeds. Do you know that these acorns they grow on an oak tree and squirrels mostly eat them? It has an outer shaped part like a cup. Squirrels they hide acorns to eat later. You all remember doing page 127 together. Look at the first picture. Try to do this page number 127 by yourself. Let's turn to the next page. Now, did we know that even animals like insects and bats can also help move pollen? Let's learn what's a pollen first. A pollen is a sticky powder that flowers need to make seeds. It must move from one flower to another for new seeds to form. An animal like bat takes the pollen from the flower and it carries it to another plant. Now guess how does it happen? This tall cactus has large flowers. Its pollen is too heavy for the wind to move. Bats and other animals must help move this pollen. A bat pokes its nose into a flower to sip nectar. Pollen sticks to its head and neck. The bat then flies to another. Look at this bat. It's flying to another plant, another flower to sip nectar. It carries pollen with it. Some pollen from the first flower falls off the bat. New seeds can form. Without knowing it, the bat helps the cactus move pollen to make seeds. On this page 133, you would number each picture 1, 2 or 3 to show the correct order. It's very simple. I'm sure you'd be able to do that yourself. Let's turn over to page 135. Now we are going to learn about horticulturalist. A horticulture is the study of growing garden plants. Now let's look at the first picture. Horticulturalists teach others how to care for plants. Some work with farmers, others work at garden centers. Horticulturalists are scientists who study plants and how they grow. These scientists find out what plants need to stay healthy. They study ways for plants to grow more fruits or vegetables. They help move pollen so plants can make seeds. So if someone asks you who's a horticulturalist, you can easily tell them he's a scientist who study plants and how they grow. They find out what plants need to stay healthy. I'd like you to think about page 136. These 3 questions like if you happen to meet a horticulturalist, what would be the 3 questions that you ask? Try giving interesting ideas and asking interesting questions to the horticulturalist and write it or draw whatever your questions are on page 136.